Hi, everybody. Welcome to Oracle Rising. My name is Robin. Namaste. So thank you so much for joining me on the channel today. I'm going to have a little chat about the pineal gland, or you can call it the third eye if you like, and how to open it. These are very simple techniques, and the third eye can be very beneficial in a spiritual practice because it will help you to identify auras and chakras. It will enable you to have communications with your spirit guides a little bit better. So a lot of people choose not to open their pineal gland or their third eye. So this is completely up to you, whichever you want to do for yourself. Okay. But for me, it really enhances my ability to, for instance, read tarot. Okay. Because it actually promotes the ability to see visions when I pull tarot cards. But that's enough about me. I just have a few things that are going to be very simple. It's not going to cost you any money. And if you're interested in opening up your pineal gland, this could be really helpful. Definitely let me know in the comments what you think of the video. And as always, if you have any suggestions on content, please pop them in the comments, or you can email me at oraclerising, and it's number2@gmail.com. Okay, so the first one is super simple. And this is relaxing in the dark, okay? Obviously, you're not going to have any sort of media playing while you're doing this because that's an interference. It's an energetic disruption, and it's also a distraction, okay? So sitting in a dusky or a dark room, I mean, you can have a candle going or a salt lamp or something like that that's very, very subtle for you, okay? So actually going into a period of darkness, it stimulates melatonin in your body. And melatonin is a very feel-good sort of, I guess you could, if it's sold on the counters, it would be called a drug, but it's just a hormone being released in your body. And this is also what can allow for greater visions and really intense dreaming, okay? So, and that will be helpful for opening up your pineal gland. So something about the pineal gland is it does show in all across cultures, in artwork. I do believe it's even on some American currency. If there's an American viewer here, you can let me know down below in the comments. So this one is also super easy unless you're a massive grouch, okay? And we all go through those periods. Trust me, I just went through like a super grumpy period that lasted about 3 months long. I was like, nobody talk to me. I'm too cranky, okay? But the opposite of that is feeling joy and laughing and smiling, okay? Because this is a really good energy. It attracts that kind of energy into your life. So if you're on a solo path right now, either you're going to have to learn how to crack yourself up, or like tune into some comedies or something like that, read a really funny novel. I'm just going to throw an author out there for you. British humor is Jilly Cooper. She's absolutely hysterical. And I've never laughed out loud reading a novel before, so she's really fun. So either that, or you can like have playtime with your pets or kids if you have them, you know what I mean? Just really start to spark that joyful energy around you, and that really helps to open up your third eye or pineal gland, okay? Practicing gratitude, okay? This one is super important because this opens up your heart and your crown chakra, okay? So once your chakras are open and they're spinning and they're healthy and they're feeling good, this just starts creating an energy flow all the way through your body, okay? So chakra work can be done through qigong, through meditation. I've done videos, you guys. Maybe it's probably in the Ascension playlist, but anyway, so gratitude, practicing gratitude is just saying thank you for everything. Well, that gets a little exhausting, you know what I mean? But recognizing that you are receiving things and it's beautiful and life is beautiful. You could say thank you as soon as you wake up in the morning. I mean, just to say thank you. It's that simple. You could write a gratitude journal, like the top 3 things that you were thankful for in a daily experience. You know, one of the easiest things for me to do with gratitude, I always just thank my dog. I always just thank her every day. I say thank you, Lacey, because I'm very grateful for her energy in my home. And I'm sure if you guys have been watching my channel long enough, then you've heard me mention her before. She's just amazing. So breath work, you guys. So there's a couple things that you could combine. You could do this sitting in the dark and the breath work. That should really amplify your experience. Breath work is kind of a type of meditation. It can be like a yoga experience or qigong, but this is really focusing on your breath and the spaces in between it. So you could do a little bit more research on it. I'll just give you a quick overview. Okay, so the type of breath work that I'm familiar with, and if there's another kind that you guys are aware of that I'm totally like clueless about, just go ahead and drop it in the comments. But it's basically matching your inhale, a space at the top, an exhale, and a space at the bottom. Okay, so the easiest way to do it is to count. If you're new at it, you could count like 1, 2, inhale, hold for 1, 2, exhale 1, 2, and then hold again for 1, 2, and then just keep on doing that cycle. And the more practiced you get at it, the higher you can count. I would just be careful, okay, because I don't want you passing out from this experience. So the fifth one, you can do this anywhere. Nobody would even know that you're doing it, is taking your tongue and pressing it to the top of your mouth. Okay, so you can do this if you're taking public transit, if you're at work, it doesn't matter. You could be watching TV, which is, kind of a dicey thing to do. So make sure that you're watching uplifting content, you guys. Try not scaring yourself or watching things that are really heavy. Okay, so there's kind of a need to balance your desire to keep tabs on what is going on in the world with not terrifying yourself, okay? But that's a whole different rant. So pressing the tongue to the top of your mouth. And just on a side note, that can really help us stop a sneeze from coming in. If you take the tip of your mouth and tip your tongue and rub it on the top of your mouth, it can prevent a sneeze, which is helpful in certain situations. So, and this sixth one, you guys, it's not something that I really do. It's just never anything that I've felt comfortable with. It's just kind of not my thing, but I know lots of people do this, and there's chanting, okay? So there's tons of chanting videos on YouTube. You can just find one, whatever it is that you want to chant about. There's an Om chant. There's tons of chants, okay? And you could just do that for a certain amount of time. There's probably classes that incorporate chanting and stuff like that, like yoga and qigong, where that's part of the practice, but I'm not wild about it. It just feels weird, but that's just me. But again, I just saw angel number 808, which I've been seeing for months now. So, and then to go with that, the singing bowls and stuff like that, like the toning that people do, this could be like a real activation, not just for your pineal gland, but for everything else in your body. So the trick is to find something that is really in line with you as a person and your energy fields. And then you can feel a certain sort of activation. Now, it could take a little bit longer for your pineal gland to open than others. It could depend on if you're consuming fluoride and stuff like that. So, because that calcifies the pineal gland, okay? Your third eye, it's known as the same thing. So, I did do a video, I think it was about a year ago, on things to stop doing to help decalcify your pineal gland. But these ones are assuming that, you've got a reasonably healthy lifestyle, sort of a clean way of eating, and your pineal gland is just dormant, okay? So if it is calcified, then you might have to do a little bit more and then start these practices, because if you are consuming a lot of fluoride, it can really just be in the way. So you might want to start with that, removing as much fluoride from your life as possible. I found a picture on a really big online shopping and I just looked for a filter that takes out hard I was going to say millimeters. I don't know why. Maybe because I saw a millipede yesterday. Gross. That takes out fluoride. And this one is to 98%. So anyway, guys, just some really free and easy things that you can do. Takes a minimal of time. Put in as much work as you want to. And you'll know when your pineal gland starts to open, because things are going to change for you, you know. Seeing other people's auras is really cool, and this can be just an additional layer of maybe protection or acceptance when there's new people coming into your life. But anyway, I'm going into let's sit down and have a huge cup of tea and gossip mode, because I love talking to you guys so much. So anyway, I'm gonna go. Namaste, you guys. Love and light. Bye.